Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start solving word problems, and these word problems all are going to involve variables on both sides. Example 1. Let's go ahead and read this word problem. So, Chris has saved twice the number of quarters that Nora saved plus 6. The number of quarters Chris saved is also 5 times the difference of the number of quarters and 3 that Nora has saved. Write and solve an equation to find the number of quarters Nora has saved. So before I start going through and pulling out that important information for math, I want to first define my variables. Okay. This is going to be the easiest part because whatever they tell you to find, that's your variable. So this says find the number of quarters Nora has saved. So that means my unknown will be the number of quarters Nora has saved. So I have my variable is n equals the number of quarters Nora has saved. After we define the variable, then we want to go through and get the important information so that we can solve to write the equation. So let's go through and get the important information. Chris has saved twice the number of quarters that Nora saved plus 6. So twice is important. That means multiply by 2. And plus means addition. So, okay, and number of quarters, that's my variable n. He has also, so is means equals 5 times the difference, times is multiplication, the difference, subtract, of a number of quarters n and 3. Okay. So let's go ahead and write this equation. Twice the number of quarters, 2n plus 6 is equals 5 times the difference. 5 times the difference means 5, and I'm going to have a parentheses with a subtraction. The difference of the number of quarters n, and 3. That's my first job. Write the equation. Got that done. So now, after we write the equation, it tells me to solve the equation. So let's go through and solve the equation. So the first thing I see here is distribute this 5. So 2n plus 6 equals 5 times n. 5 times negative 3, negative 15. Okay. Now I see variables on both sides. I'm going to move the smaller variable. So I'm going to do minus 2n, minus 2n. So we have 6 equals 3n minus 15. All right, now two-step equation. The opposite of minus 15 is plus 15. Both sides, add 15. 6 plus 15, 21. Ha ha ha. Equals 3n. Whoop whoop. One last step. Divide both sides by 3. Boop boop. By 3. So we have here 21 divided by 3 is 7 equals n. Now we do not want to know n equals 7. Let's scroll back up and see what they ask us to find. They ask us to find the number of quarters that Nora has saved. So your answer, your solution is going to be Nora has saved 7 quarters. And that's a wrap on that problem. Boop, boop, boop. Example 2. Find the value of x so the rectangles have the same area. Well, there's not a lot here. We know area, remember, area equals base times height. Same, we know same is like equal. That's when they're equal each other. So we're going to find the area of these two rectangles. So base times height, we have 12 times x. We want to see equal to the other area. We have 16 times x minus 2. All right, so there's my equation. I just set up those areas equal to each other, and now we want to solve the equation. So to solve the equation, we're going to distribute through. So we have 12x equals 16x minus 32. All right, so my next step here is to subtract 16x from both sides. I know that's not the smaller one, but I can't have this by itself. So we got negative 4x equals negative 32. And the final step here is going to be to divide. So divide both sides by negative 4. And negative 32 divided by negative 4 is positive 8. And they just told me to find the value of x. So my solution really is just x equals 8. Okay, great. Pause the video and get all of those examples down.